Hey, it's Liam. Did you know your brain is constantly reshaping itself? And you have the power to decide how? What if I told you there's a scientifically proven way to literally rewire your brain for lasting success? Today, you'll learn how to harness the neuroscience of achievement to finally transform your life. First, let's break down a powerful but misunderstood concept: neuroplasticity. Your brain isn't fixed. It changes continuously based on your thoughts, actions, and environment. Picture it like sculpting clay. You mold it with every decision you make. But here's the twist. Most people unknowingly wire their brains for failure. Curious how to avoid making this common mistake? Stick around because we're going to dive deep into that shortly. Think about the last habit you tried to break. Maybe it was procrastination, unhealthy eating, or endless scrolling on social media. Ever wondered why breaking these habits feels nearly impossible? It's because your brain has literally wired these behaviors into automatic pathways. Good news though, just as your brain learned these negative habits, it can unlearn them too. Wondering exactly how to erase those stubborn patterns and replace them with successful ones? Hold tight, we'll explore that in just a moment. But before we get there, let's talk about something shocking. Neuroscientists have discovered that your brain doesn't clearly distinguish between imagination and reality. This means vividly visualizing success can actually train your brain to achieve it. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this isn't magic. It's science. Athletes, artists, and high performers have been leveraging this secret for decades. Want to know how to effectively visualize your way to success? Keep listening, because I'll reveal a powerful visualization technique later. Now let's dig a little deeper into how habits form in your brain. When you repeat an action, neural pathways grow stronger, making the behavior automatic. This is fantastic news if you're building healthy habits, but it's a disaster for negative behaviors. Here's the thing. Simply knowing this isn't enough. You need a proven strategy to rewire these pathways intentionally. Ready to learn a straightforward method to build lasting habits effortlessly? You're just a few moments away from mastering it. But first, there's another fascinating neuroscience principle you need to understand: dopamine. Often called the motivation chemical, dopamine is released whenever your brain anticipates a reward. But here's the catch. Modern life bombards your brain with quick dopamine hits from phones, sugary foods, and instant gratification, sabotaging your motivation for meaningful tasks. Ever wondered why you're stuck chasing short-term pleasures instead of your long-term goals? Don't worry, there's a simple way to reset your dopamine system, and I'll show you exactly how soon. Here's a quick question. Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by stress? Chronic stress actually shrinks parts of your brain responsible for decision-making and memory, damaging your ability to succeed. But there's a silver lining. Stress reduction techniques can literally rebuild and strengthen these brain areas. Curious about the best neuroscience-backed ways to lower stress and boost brain performance simultaneously? You're about to discover precisely how to do that. Speaking of performance, let's quickly touch on the importance of sleep. Sleep isn't just rest, it's a powerful reset for your brain. While you sleep, your brain removes toxins, consolidates memories, and strengthens neural pathways critical for learning and success. Think you can get by with less sleep? Think again. Successful people prioritize sleep because they know it's the ultimate productivity hack. But how can you practically improve your sleep to optimize brain function? Stick around and I'll give you some easy, scientifically proven strategies. By now you're probably eager to start reshaping your brain for success. The good news? You already have all the tools necessary. You just need the right blueprint to put it into action. Imagine effortlessly waking up motivated, naturally driven to pursue your goals, and free from self-sabotage. The techniques you're about to learn can turn that vision into reality faster than you think. Ready to finally discover exactly how to rewire your brain and create lasting change? Because the next few minutes could genuinely alter the direction of your life forever. But before we dive into these powerful neuroscience techniques, ask yourself, are you truly ready to take control of your brain and your future? If the answer is yes, keep watching, because the secrets you're about to uncover will set you firmly on the path to lasting success. Let's jump straight into the first powerful neuroscience strategy: visualization. Remember, your brain doesn't clearly separate imagination from reality. Here's how you leverage that. Every day, spend 5 minutes vividly picturing yourself already having achieved your goals. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, and feel? This practice actually builds new neural pathways in your brain, making success feel not just possible, but inevitable. But there's another crucial element to make visualization incredibly effective. Curious what it is? Emotion. The stronger the emotions attached to your visualization, the deeper your brain imprints these pathways. So as you visualize, deeply feel the joy, pride, or excitement associated with your achievements. This emotional component turbocharges the rewiring process. But how can you keep motivation high in the meantime, especially when the results aren't instant? This is where dopamine reset strategies come in. Remember how your brain craves instant gratification from easy dopamine hits? To rewire your dopamine system, intentionally reduce immediate rewards and replace them with delayed, meaningful rewards. For example, instead of checking social media constantly, allow yourself to do it only after completing an important task. This retrains your brain to associate dopamine release with productive behaviors rather than empty distractions. Imagine feeling naturally motivated to complete meaningful tasks every day. It's entirely achievable with this approach. But what about those stubborn negative habits deeply embedded in your brain? The solution is surprisingly simple: habit stacking. To create lasting habits, neuroscience recommends pairing a new habit directly after an existing one. Want to read more? Place your book next to your morning coffee. Need to exercise regularly? Commit to a quick workout immediately after brushing your teeth. Habit stacking leverages existing neural pathways, making it far easier to adopt new behaviors. Now let's tackle stress, the silent saboteur of success. Neuroscientific research shows that practices like mindfulness meditation significantly lower stress hormones and even strengthen brain areas responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. Start with just 5 minutes of mindfulness daily. Simply focus on your breathing or your surroundings without judgment. Over time, this small practice reshapes your brain, enhancing your resilience and clarity. Imagine handling stress effortlessly and staying calm under pressure. This simple technique can make it your reality. Speaking of clarity, let's return to sleep, the brain's ultimate performance booster. Here's how you practically improve your sleep immediately. First, set a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Next, reduce exposure to blue light an hour before bedtime by putting away screens or using blue light filters. Lastly, create a calming bedtime routine. Read a book, listen to gentle music, or meditate briefly. These simple neuroscience-backed steps significantly enhance sleep quality, boosting brain performance, memory, and learning capabilities overnight. Now, picture your future self after consistently applying these neuroscience strategies. You wake up refreshed, your brain effortlessly primed for success. Visualization has solidified your goals, dopamine resets keep you naturally motivated, habit stacking has replaced negative behaviors with powerful habits, and mindfulness has made stress manageable. You've become unstoppable, not because of luck, but because you've actively reshaped your brain's wiring. Here's the incredible truth. Your brain is more powerful and flexible than you ever imagined. Every day, every moment, you have the opportunity to choose how it's shaped. The tools are right here in your hands. The neuroscience is clear, but the most crucial step remains: action. Knowledge alone won't transform your life. Only deliberate action can. So the question is, will you start rewiring your brain today? Your brain and your future success are literally waiting on your next decision.